afternoon, dear students. This is Visram Singh Meena, Assistant Professor. Is working at Government PG College, Karoli. Through online mode, we are studying English literature, and the lecture of the day is students BA Part First. The poem we are continuing is Alexander Feast. The poem is an ode which has been written by Dryden to celebrate Saint Cecilia's Day. Saint Cecilia was a lady saint who invented the musical instrument, the organ. The poem is secondly entitled The Power of Music. So we can understand that the poem will tell us about the power of music, what the music can do, what emotions music can bring in the mind and heart of the listener. The occasion of the poem is the victory of Alexander the Great when he fought the battle against the king of Persia, namely Darius III. He fought it and won it. Then there was the concert by the Alexander the Great to celebrate that victory. Timotheus, the Greek musician who sang throughout the concert with his chorus, he tried to soothe the pride, the anger, the love of Alexander the Great. And the poet has tried to show us that music can control our feelings, our hearts. When we listen to the music, then many emotions may come and may end with the passage of the music that we will see in the poem. A dragon's fiery form will light the god, sublime on radiant spires he rode. The poet is giving an example of the power of music by hearing that a music Job, the god of the sky and thunder, came down to the concert where Alexander the Great was celebrating his victory with his company, with his soldiers, and with his relatives. A dragon's fiery form. So Job took the form of a dragon, which was flaming. Fury means flaming. Came to the concert. He belied the god, means the godly nature, the godly temperament was not there in the form of job. He took another form, or we can say that he assumed the different form to come to the concert of Alexander the Great. Sublime on radiant aspires he wrote. He wrote means generally God comes with the circle, uh, which was a spiral in form, and with flames and with the kind of light around his crown. So the radiant spire was there when he rode down to the concert on earth. Sublime on radiant spires he rode when he to fair Olympia praised, and when he came down to the concert, he saw Olympia, the queen of Macedonia. Olympia was the mother of Alexander the Great. She was very beautiful, and the god, namely Job, was attracted by her beauty. He praised the snowy breast of Olympia, and while he sought her snowy breast, then round her slender waist he could. Then he was so impressed with the beauty, a beauty which she had. He curled around the cylinder. Cylinder means thin waist of Olympia. So that kind of portraiture is being given here of Olympia, the mother of Alexander the Great. She was very beautiful, and she even attracted Job, the god of the sky and thunder. And that was the reason the son she produced was Alexander the Great. And in all, we can say that Alexander the Great was equal to God because he was the son produced with help of Job and Olympia. And Job was the god in Greek, in Roman mythology. And while he sought her snowy breast, then around her slender waist he curled and stamped an image of himself. That is uh, the result of when Alexander the Great was born, because his birth was the result of the meeting of Olympia with Jove, the god of the sky and thunder. A sovereign of the world. Sovereign means the king of the world, because Alexander the Great won almost the world. The listening crowd admire the lofty sound, and the lofty sound of the music was admired by the crowd which was listening to that sweet music performed by Timotheus. The listening crowd admired the lofty sound, present deity the sound around. They took the birth of Alexander the Great that he was equal to God because he was the son of Job in all. A present deity this sound around. A present deity the vaulted roofs rebound. The sound of the crowd rebounded. Rebound means echoed. The vaulted roofs, arched roofs, which were being echoing, being echoed with the sound of the crowd. With ravished ears, ears were ravished. Ravished means joyous. All were taking interest in the music sung by, produced by Timotheus, the great Roman uh, singer musician of the time. A present deity, the vaulted roofs rebound with ravished ears. The monarch hews, Zeus the god affects to note and seems to shake the spears. And the music of Timotheus soothes the pride of Alexander the Great. He thinks himself the monarch and the god as well. The monarch hears, means listens, assumes the god. He takes the form of the god for himself. Affects to note, and he affects means he behaves like a god and accepts that he has become the god, and he nod, he move his head to and fro, and that moving of his head brings earthquake in the spheres in the universe. So that kind of hyperbolic language the poet has used here to show the power of music, that now the musician is singing, and the prince has become very proud,